Oh, say does that star-spangled banner.
Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA. Action. Kevin Harlan with you, joined by Doris Burke. You know, Greg, so often we talk about depth, but how important is it for these teams to possess it?
Yeah, especially with the amount of injuries we see happen every season. It's so critical that teams have players that are ready to step up and produce and really allow you to not have to change the way you play.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. We've got Allen. EJ out there with Shake and Bake. Then it's Griffin, and it's Jay in at the point guard position. Here is Boomer. Pass to Perez. 5 on the clock. Here's B, and he uses the glass on the layup.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Shake and Bake passes to Christopher. Here's Jay. That's a miss, his second after 2 shots. About a minute played so far here in the first. Here's B. Pass to Boomer. The second chance effort. Here's Magician. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Inside. And he jams it with authority.
Well, this is the kind of pass that gets everyone excited. It's also how you build great team chemistry.
Here's Jay. Pass to Allen. There's Shake and Bake. Fires the three. And the three ball is good.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Minnesota shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
First free throw is good. Both good from the line that time. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. A stupendous finish in traffic. Shake and Bake's got 5 points so far.
Well, you like how aggressive he is making a play at the rim against length.
You have got to believe that you can score against size on the interior. How about the aggressive, assertive move there?
Here is Boomer. They set the pick. 5 to shoot. The three. That shot is off. And so Griffin will bring it up for Boston. They trail by 1. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Pass to Shake and Bake. To the inside. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Connects from three-point range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
1:27 left in the first quarter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he makes the first. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Minnesota in the lead. Here's the closer. 5 points in the game. Rob. And now the fast break. Griffin with the ball. Pass to Allen. Perez with the rebound. For Minnesota, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. 51 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Shot clock at 6. Here's the closer, defended by Griffin. A shot by the closer, no good. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. The quick look, no good that time. Here's B. The closer passes to Perez. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to B. Tries again. Rebound by the Celtics. Allen passes to Jay. From deep three-point land. And no good on the last second attempt this time. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. The Timberwolves on top, up one. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Timberwolves, what do you guys think?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
Boomer out there with the Magician, and it's the Beast. Then there's B, and it's the closer in at the 2. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, GA, he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
So it's Minnesota now. Pass to B. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Allen.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Right wing. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's B. He trains the quick shot. B's got 6. We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Allen outside. Pass to Jay. There's shake and bake. He has 6. Just 5 to shoot. Griffin passes to shake and bake. Minnesota with the rebound. Here's the closer. He's got 5. Up again.
What an effort to get the tip in. Just wanting it a little bit more.
Celtics trail by 5. Jay, the pass to Shaken. Here's the screen. Trying his luck from deep. No good. Timberwolves have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Pass to the closer. Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are 1 or 2 of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Pass the Magician. Here's B. He has 6. Here's the closer, defended by Griffin. Here's the closer. And it's Griffin with the rebound. Launches a 3. Hands it from downtown. Griffin's got the game tied up here for the Celtics.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Here's Perez. Allen defending. Down low. Rebounded by the Celtics. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Here's Jay. And the wing jumper offline. Here's Perez, defended by Allen. Basket counts, and the Timberwolves lead by 2. Here's Jay. Shoots a 3. He can't get that one to fall. Timberwolves have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Pass to Boomer. There's 37 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Magician, and yes, it's good. And now a 4-point Timberwolves lead.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
To the paint, here's Christopher, and DJ throws it down.
Well, hit a man in stride. That is a textbook delivery.
The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Here's B. 6 points for him. Puts up a 3. Trains it from beyond the arc. B's got the lead up to 5 now for Minnesota. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Timberwolves lead by 5. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You have to like what we're seeing from B.
Something has kicked him into gear tonight as he has done work on the offensive end.
Boy, he's been aggressive looking for his shot. Remarkable effort on the offensive end in that first half.
Starting off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. Jay out there with Griffin. And it's DJ. Then there's Allen. And it's shake and bake in at the power forward. Celtics trail by 7. To the wing on the left. Griffin passed to shake and bake. Griffin kicks to Allen. 6 to shoot. Pass to Christopher. And it's Magician with the rebound. Magician's got 4 rebounds in this game. Perez, the pass to Boomer. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's the closer, defended by Griffin. To the middle, here's Magician. Rebound by Christopher. Christopher's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Jay, the pass to shake and bake. Here's Jay. Pass to Griffin. There's shake and bake. He has 6. Griffin inside. Yes, that goes in. Griffin's got 5. 90 seconds now into the second half. Here's B. He's got 11. Here's Magician. Here's Boomer. And the 3 off target. Griffin looking around. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Now, here's DJ. He's guarded closely. Pass to Allen. There's the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Now, just a 2-point Minnesota lead.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Here's the closer. Here's Magician. Another miss by Minnesota.
I know he wants to answer the three that was just made on the other end, but he can't let that affect his judgment. He's got to find the best shot possible.
Allen passes to Jay. Here's shake and bake. Allen left side. Celtics have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team. So you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there.
First one falls for him. Tied up with that one. For Minnesota, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room with the break. Here's B. No good, unable to end this run. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. For the lead, and that one clearly a foul, gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. The Celtics shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. No good on the free throw. And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
It should be a 2-point lead, but they'll be satisfied to have edged into the lead.
Inside. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Pass to shake and bake. They set the pick. Drives to the hoop. Here's Jay. Boston again missing. Here's the closer, defended by Griffin. Here's the closer. Shake and bake grabs the miss. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. That one drops for him.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Boston shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. The free throw off from Griffin. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's the closer, defended by Griffin. That one goes. Count it. And it's 7 points for the closer. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Here's Griffin. Off target from 3-point range.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Magician. Rebound Boston. Christopher's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Griffin passes to Jay. Outside Griffin. Just 5 on the clock. Looking to end his cold spell. Jay misses. Here's Perez. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Timberwolves ahead, leading by a point. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the 4th quarter. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. We've got Boomer. The closer is out there with B. Then it's Magician. And it's Perez in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Here's Shake and Bake. No good on the triple. Minnesota in the lead. Here's the closer. It's tipped. Now here's Griffin. Pass to Christopher. Here's Jay. Shot clock at 5. A shot by Griffin. Nobody around. Nailed from three-point land. Griffin's got the lead up to 2 now for Boston. 4th quarter still young, just over a minute play. Boomer the pass to B. Fires from 14, and good that time. For Boston, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Outside Griffin. Pass to Jay. Allen outside. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Perez has got his 4th rebound in this one. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Boomer, nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Boomer's got his first points in this one. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Allen passes to Shaken. Right side Griffin with the shot. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots. The Timberwolves shooting the ball at 42%. B the pass to Magician. To the paint. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Pass to Jay. Nifty move. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, easy call.
The first one falls. He doesn't get the second one. The Timberwolves trail. Here's Perez. Off on the layup. For Boston, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And the first one drops. And so he hits both. Timberwolves trail by 3. Here's B. Pass to the closer. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Clock at 6. Ring shot on the way. The rebound by the Celtics. Here's Jay. B pulls it in. B's got his 5th rebound in this one. A minute 20 left in the game. Releases. Shake and bake, grabs the miss. Boston leading by 3. Here's Jay. Right at the free throw line. Boston again missing. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Boomer the pass to Perez. Timberwolves passing it around. Here is Boomer. Pass to the closer. Misses and the dry spell continues.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Jay. Boston again missing.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
I'll tell you, they better come up with some points on every possession from now on.
Here's B. Allen with the rebound. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so they foul intentionally. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And no good on the second free throw. So he goes 0 for 2 there.
Yeah, just a golden opportunity that's lost right there. Now, we still got a game.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
Greg, this is all about execution. Can you free an open man from the three-point line? That's what it comes down to.
And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point. Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Well, what a performer this guy is. Game is on the line. He stands up and delivers.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're trailing by 5. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
Some call them wins and lessons. Coach not wasting any time making his point.
Well, maybe not his time, but this game is certainly finished. Let's get it over with.
Five seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Perez. The Timberwolves again can't hit. So we see Boston get the win here. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.